Imagine stepping into an unfamiliar terrain, filled with numbers, charts, and predictions. This is where our protagonist John found himself. Just like many before him, John was enticed by the potential financial winnings of forex trading. But beneath the allure of potential wealth, he encountered a formidable opponent, the fear of the unknown. It was not the complex charts or daunting numbers that scared John. No, his biggest fear was simply being wrong and the potential loss that comes with it. Staring at the charts, John felt the cold dread of uncertainty seeping in. The fear of being wrong was a constant companion. The fear of being wrong isn't just a feeling, it's a storm that can capsize your trading ship. Now let's delve into the intricacies of our protagonist's journey. Meet John, a novice trader who, like many of us, stepped into the world of forex trading with a heart full of dreams and a mind plagued by fear. John's fear was not of the market's volatility, nor of the inherent risks of trading. No, John's fear was more personal, more intimate. It was the fear of being wrong. This fear was not just a whisper in his ear, it was a resounding echo that influenced each of his initial trading decisions. His trades, once placed, were second-guessed, leading him to prematurely exit positions that otherwise could have yielded profit. Other times, this fear paralyzed him, causing him to miss out on lucrative opportunities. These were not calculated decisions guided by market analysis or trading strategy, but rather the manifestations of his fear. The impact was immediate and palpable. His trading account, once a symbol of potential and promise, quickly became a stark reminder of his losses. These losses, brought on by the fear of being wrong, began to chip away at John's confidence. Each red figure was a blow to his morale, a reinforcement of his fear. John's fear began to shape his reality. The more he feared being wrong, the more his decisions led him down the path of loss. His fear had tricked him into believing that he was inherently incapable of making profitable trades. It was a vicious cycle, one that many traders find themselves trapped in. But here's the kicker. The fear of being wrong is not exclusive to John or to trading, it's a universal fear, one that can grip each of us in its icy clutches and skew our decision-making process. John's fear of being wrong had become a self-fulfilling prophecy, leading to the very losses he dreaded. But remember, fear is not the end of the story but merely a chapter in it. Stay tuned as we explore how John grappled with this fear and turned his trading journey around. But every dark cloud has a silver lining, and for John this came in the form of realization. The turning point in John's forex trading journey didn't arrive with a fanfare or a grand announcement. Instead, it crept up on him, a quiet epiphany that his fear of being wrong was the root cause of his trading failures. It wasn't the market, the economy, or even bad luck, it was fear, plain and simple. Fear that had him second-guessing his decisions, fear that had him paralyzed in the face of opportunity, fear that was eating away at his potential. This realization, as sobering as it was, brought with it a sense of relief. The enemy was no longer unseen, it had a name, and it was fear. John understood that fear was a natural part of trading. In an environment as volatile as the forex market, a certain degree of fear is healthy. It keeps you alert, cautious. But when that fear begins to control your decisions, it becomes a liability. So, John decided to confront his fear. He sought help to improve his trading skills. He began to learn more about forex trading, about risk management, about emotional control. He immersed himself in books, webinars, and online courses. He sought out mentors who had walked the path before him. He realized that trading was not just about numbers and charts. It was a psychological game. It was about discipline, patience, and resilience. It was about knowing when to take a risk and when to step back. It was about learning to trust his judgment and to accept that being wrong is part of the journey. As John dove deeper into his self-improvement journey, he also discovered the importance of a support system. He joined forex trading communities, shared his experiences, his fears, his triumphs. He learned from others and allowed others to learn from him. He understood that even in a field as solitary as trading, community matters. John knew the road ahead was tough, but he was ready to face his fears head-on. He knew that overcoming his fear of being wrong wouldn't happen overnight, but he was committed. He was ready to take the reins of his trading career. He was ready to turn his fear into his strength. With determination and persistence, John began to see changes not just in his trading, but in his attitude towards fear. John's journey was not an overnight transformation but a series of small victories. Each day he'd step into the trading arena armed with knowledge, strategy, and a newfound resilience. He began to trust his analysis, his instincts, and his ability to make smart, informed decisions. No longer shackled by the fear of being wrong, he was free to take calculated risks. His confidence bloomed, and so did his profits. The red numbers that once dominated his trading screen were replaced with a refreshing wave of green. With each successful trade, John's fear of failure diminished. He was no longer a timid trader on the fringes but a confident player in the game. But John's real triumph was not in the rising profits or the dwindling losses. It was in his ability to look fear in the eye and say, "You have no power over me." He understood that being wrong was not a mark of failure but a stepping stone to success. It was an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to improve. He had broken the chains of fear, and in doing so, he had unlocked his potential. He was no longer bound by the fear of being wrong, but empowered by the possibility of what he could achieve. John had learned that being wrong is not a failure, but an opportunity to learn and improve. John's story is not just a tale of overcoming fear, but a lesson for all forex traders. We've followed his journey from being paralyzed by the fear of failure, to turning that fear into a stepping stone for success. His story serves as a powerful reminder that our fears, however daunting they may seem, can be conquered and even used to our advantage. In forex trading, like in life, it's not about never making mistakes, but about learning from them, growing, and becoming better. John's transformation teaches us that the fear of being wrong is not a sign of weakness, but an opportunity for growth and improvement. So, what's holding you back? It's time to confront your fears, hone your trading skills, and turn your mistakes into lessons. Remember, the fear of being wrong is just a stepping stone to success. So subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories and practical trading tips. Like John, you too can triumph over your fears. Until next time, trade smart and stay fearless.